Hi everyone, and welcome to today's Daily Outlook. In today's Daily Outlook, I'm going to be discussing some of the major currency pairs alongside the DXY. So without further ado, let's dive straight in. As per usual, we're going to start off with analyzing the DXY. So what can we expect from the DXY today? Well, as we can see, this is the 4-hour time frame and we broke this ascending trend line pretty strong. We moved into my major reversal area over here at 92,200, and I'm currently waiting to see if we're going to see a strong pullback back towards the upside and that this was a potential fake out on the major ascending trend line. So why could this be a major fake out on the ascending trend line? Well, as we can see, we still haven't broken structure. Well, why haven't we broken structure? Because we haven't broken this major swing low over here. Until we haven't broken this low over here, we could still see more upside moves. However, we have broken the trend line, so I am to some extent pretty bearish. So we're currently situated at the 618 Fibonacci level, so it could be so that we're going to start seeing some impulses towards the upside. If we look and go down to the 1-hour time frame, well, what can we then see? If we draw in our fib level for this major impulse towards the downside, which calls the trendline break, we can see that we're going to potentially move back up towards the 618 level, and the 618 level aligns perfectly with previous support, which would then potentially act as resistance, from where we could see resistance occur and see more downside. The only way in which I would be looking for longs on the DXY is if we eventually break this major high over here, retest that high, make a nice fib level retracement, and then see more bullish confirmation. So with the DXY discussed, let's head over to AUDCAD. And AUDCAD is pretty interesting because we're seeing a breakout of this major 4-hour trend line. So what am I waiting for? Well, we're currently situated in my major reversal area, and I'm going to be waiting for a nice fib retracement back down towards the trend line, back down to 618, because 618 aligns perfectly with previous support and resistance over here. So I'm going to be waiting for that 618 Fibonacci retracement before looking for any potential longs. This is really the area that I want to see the retracement begin from, because it is my major liquidity area. So what do we need to see once price hits the 618? Well, we're going to need to see some bullish confirmation, potentially a nice morning star. So yeah, AUDCAD for the rest, not really that interesting, just going to be waiting for a nice 618 fib retracement. So with AUDCAD discussed, let's head over to Aussie Yen. So let's head over to the 4-hour time frame on Aussie Yen, because Aussie Yen is pretty much doing what we wanted it to do. As we can see, we hit the liquidity level yesterday or the day before yesterday up here, just above the 618, and we're currently seeing some more downside on this pair. As you guys must remember, I did say we could see a fake out on this low over here at 84.034 and then see more upside. Well, that did happen, especially if you go down to the 15-minute time frame or the 1 hour. You can really see that we made this beautiful star on the low over here and started moving towards the upside. However, the move was not sustainable, and as we can now see, we're starting to impulse back towards the downside. So what do I want to see today? Well, I'm going to be waiting for a clean break of all the lows. So I want to see this low taken out, nice clean break even of these lows over here, then a retracement back down to either these lows or this low, so like this, and then wait for more downside on this pair. So I'm not going to be shorting this pair if we do not break these lows over here, mainly due to the fact that I still expect there to be liquidity over here, and I still expect that price could potentially reverse a lot stronger from here. So yeah, that's it for Aussie Yen. I would also, by the way, draw on this structure line just to make sure that if you want to take longs, and let me draw that in for you guys, so that if you want to take longs, you're going to have to wait for a trendline break, a retest of structure, and a retest of the trendline, and then see further upside. So that's the only way in which you could potentially look for longs, however, not the safest idea. mainly due to the fact that the higher time frame is still bearish. So yeah, with Aussie yen discussed, let's head over to pound dollar. And pound dollar is very interesting because we had this beautiful head and shoulders over here, as we can see, with our left shoulder, our head, and our right shoulder, and we're currently impulsing towards the downside. So as you guys can see, I called this when we were trading over here, man. As we guys can see, we perfectly took out liquidity just above the highs over here, above the 618. Saw this 4-hour major engulfing candle, after which we've just been impulsing back down towards the downside. So if we go back down to the 1-hour time frame, you can really see how beautiful this head and shoulders is. If we draw in our fib level, let's see, were we able to enter on this pullback? Maybe on this, maybe on this piercing candle at the 382 level, if some moving averages aligned. However, not the most interesting trade, but on the contrary, a very nice head and shoulders, and it just signifies that we had a major fake out on this 4-hour trend line. So what are we going to see for the rest of today? Well, I personally am going to be waiting for a nice pullback back up towards the lows over here, retest them, and then see more downside occur. If we draw on our fib level, and I'm just expecting the impulse to be a little bit bigger, we could maybe see a nice impulse back towards the 618, which would also be back at the previous support area, which would now be resistance. I am not going to be looking for any potential longs, mainly due to the fact that the higher time frame is just really bearish for me. So yeah, with pound dollar discussed, let's head over to our last pair, which is Kiwi dollar. And Kiwi dollar is also pretty nice because it has also been doing what we want. As we can see, 4-hour time frame made that third trendline touch at the 382, and it's currently impulsing back down towards the downside. So how does this look on the lower time frame? Well, we have this inverse head and shoulders, which I am not the biggest fan of because inverse head and shoulders are of course bullish. So if we draw on our structure line, we could say, okay, it's all about what are we going to do once we reach either this low over here, so this area, because this is an area of liquidity. So are we going to form support over there and then see more upside movement, potentially even touch the trend line and from there move back up bullish? Or are we going to break this swing low over here? Because this is the major swing low that needs to be broken if we want to see more downside on this pair. So what does this look like? We need to impulse past this low, retest the low, and then we're going to see more downside movement. But if price fails to break this low today or tomorrow, we are not yet going to be moving back down towards the downside and back down past these lows, all the way back down to the -27 level. If we want to see more downside, it all depends if we break this low. If you want to see more upside, well, then we're going to have to make support over here within this area of liquidity, because that's my major liquidity area from where I expect there to be a potential upside move back up to, let's say, the 618, maybe just like with pound dollar, see a fake out on the major trend line before really moving back down towards the downside. So with that said, thank you all for watching. If you have any requests regarding any specific pairs that you would like me to analyze for you, make sure to leave a comment in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Bye guys.